Something parents of neurodivergent kids ask me a lot is, how do I talk about my child's neurodivergence with them? And there really is no one answer, no one right way. I'm going to share how I talk about my son's autism with him. I'm going to preface this video with this is what we've chosen as being the way for our family. That does not mean it's the right way. That does not mean it's the only way. That does not mean it's the way that will work for you. This is just what we've chosen. So I don't want to hear any negative shit in the comments. It's how I choose as a child therapist in our situation to speak to my son. You have every right to disagree with that or choose differently, and I'll support you in that. And all I'm sharing is this is what we do in case it will help someone. Okay, now that that's out of the way, we don't police language around autism in our house, meaning that because my son really hasn't expressed a preference, we change between saying that he is autistic versus he has autism. I'm not a firm believer in policing language in general, unless the person has a strong preference, and then I think that we should support what their preference is. And because my son hasn't expressed one, he's 7, almost 8, we kind of just use both interchangeably. But in all honesty, we don't use the word autism a whole hell of a lot. We say things like, your brain processes this specific thing differently than someone else. There are some people who their brain processes things this way and your brain processes things this way, and neither is good or bad. It just is what it is. And your brain has special superpowers that other brains don't have, and other brains struggle with things that you don't struggle with, and you struggle with things that they don't struggle with. Something we say a lot in our house is, everybody's brain works differently. Everybody has different challenges. Everybody has different strengths. Everybody has different struggles. To all my kids, we say, let's figure out the best way to do this that works for your brain. Up until this point, he has not expressed any, why am I different from other people? I wish I was more like other people. And I'm sure that will come up just socially as he gets older. And we plan to cross that bridge when we get there. My advice would be to find a way to talk about it that they feel supported by, using language they feel supported by, referencing it or not referencing it in the way that they want you to. Also, try and be as strengths-based as possible. We all have differences, and really promote that self-esteem piece through that. And also validate the struggles that come up. We also say a lot in our house, it's really hard to have really big feelings, because that is a struggle, and I don't want to diminish that and say that it's all sunshine and unicorns. I want to validate his experience. Tell me in the comments how you talk to your child about their neurodivergence.